Alright, so welcome to another online class for Flutter programming. Today we're going to look at how to register user. I'm going to use a registration screen here. So my registration screen basically contains the following. So when user click on the register new account, user will be presented with the following interface, and user need to upload their image, profile, email, name, and password and phone. So use the link provided for this registration screen dot. So inside here you can see there are a few options, there are a few things needed. So we start with the for controller. So there are 4 controllers needed for this registration screen, and 4 variables: name, email, password, and phone. Later I'm going to talk about the back-end script, PHP script here to register user. Inside registration screen, this is a stateful widget. So the stateful widget basically contains the following. This is the main widget with the app bar and all the registration page handled by register widget. So register widget, go ahead and go down here. This is the class handle for the register widget. So register widget contain all the widgets, the child widgets for the interface. At first we start with image. So image implemented by gesture widget. So inside gesture widget, the reason why we choose a gesture widget is that it allows for the image to implement on tap. Alright, so on tap here called choose method, and inside gesture widget we have child which is container, and with the selected height and width. Inside container we have decoration with box decoration. So since our profile image here is circle, so we define the box shape as circle. Inside the box shape we have other options for image, which is implemented by decoration image widget. And interestingly, with decoration image widget, it allowed 2 options. Either we take the image from asset or from the image when user click on the image camera. Box fit. Second one is just a text label, and then we have text field for email, text field for name, text field for password, text field for phone, metro button, and finally for the text already registered to go back, which also implemented by using gesture detector, and then press using method on back press. Alright, so for this to work, so when we click on profile image, user will be presented with a camera option to take picture. So when user click on picture, user can select on the image, and the image will be displayed inside this image widget. Alright, for image widget, for camera to work, we use image speaker. So to use image speaker, you need to import in PubSpec image speaker, this, and then update your image PubSpec YAML to download image speaker. Go back to registration screen, and then when user enter all the data and ready to upload, so we're going to look at the button for the material button here, and implemented by onRegister, on press. So when user press button, it start to upload data. So upload data, we need to get all these 4 variables and perform simple checking. This is for progress bar, progress dialog. Convert image into base64 before we can upload. Here we upload image using HTTP. So HTTP, this is another library to be able to connect to access our API from backend server. So we need to import HTTP package. So again, go back to pubspec YAML and import HTTP. Alright, so from there, go back down here. Since we use post array, so there are 5 variables that we need to submit to our URL upload. Encoded string, name, email, password, and phone. And rest will return the request from HTTP. So if the request is okay, it will print out okay here and reset all the controller and also image, and go back to our login page here. Alright, so that is how a registration page works. I'm going to work on the database. I'm going to show how the database works. So at first, we need to start with our table. So our table here contains the following. So this is the structure for the table. So it's quite simple. Everything defined as varchar. So you can use different variable, but just to make things easier, define everything as a varchar. Alright, so the following tables for fields for tables: user, name, email, password, phone, date, and verify. Set the email as a unique primary key, and then from there we need to access our server directory. So our server directory basically inside PHP, and go ahead and create one file for register user. Alright, so this is the PHP for user registration. So user registration start from email, from getting all the parameter from our mobile application, which is defined here, this section here. So you can see encoded string, name, email, password, and phone. It needed to be the same here: email, password, phone, name, encoded string, in any order. This is the variable, PHP variables, that later we're going to use for our SQL statement. For the encoded string, decoded string here, we need to decode back the image from base64 back to the encoded string, which is later converted to image. So once we have that, we need to build our SQL statement to insert data into table user. So SQL statement here, insert into user. These are all the fields: value, name, email, password, phone, and verification 0. So if connection query SQL insert successful, so we store the image profile into our server directory, which is in the following directory: profile directory. So dot here means that back track to one directory before the current directory. Email, so this is the image name. Later we're going to store into our directory, such as this. And then file put content is the method that handle the storing of the file. echo success. This section here, this is a function to send email. So this function basically allow user to send email for verification, make sure that user enter correct email. So this is quite simple, so you can further enhance from here, but this is basically the simplest form of send to the user email for verification. So as you can see here, this is the user email that user used to register. This is the message, and we use the user email to do the verification. So we're going to have another PHP file to verify, to change the verify field into from 0 to 1. No reply. This is just the no reply version, so that user don't reply to this email. And finally, send mail to this email, to your user email. Success equal if everything goes to everything okay, echo back to mobile application success, else fail. Alright, so that is for the backend script PHP. Okay, let me show the registration process, a complete registration process. So user access the new user registration, click on the profile image and take picture. User enter email, so this needed to be correct email because user need to get verification. Name Manis, and let's see, try to enter 1 2 3 4 5 6, phone number 0 1 whatever it is, and press register. Success. Alright, so now we need to check our database. User, right, there you go, success. And then the file here, reload, there you go, newly created 1150, correct. And one more thing, email. If user try to log in, for example using this, try to log in 1 2 3 4 5 6, log in, fail. So we need to verify first. We need to make sure to receive the email. Alright, sometimes the email might take a little bit longer to receive. So you can see here, the user received the verification email, and then click on this, success, and user can now log in. There you go. Alright, so this is the main screen. Alright, so this is for another topic. With that, one more thing I forgot about the verification. Once you need to verify, there's a verify link inside there. Verify. Alright, so this is verify.php. Get email, update set 1 where email equal 1. So this is very simple, just to set a verify table, a verify field into 1 using email provided. So you might need to have some other additional security option, but this is just to have a very simple verification. Alright, so that's it for registration. Thank you.